Good morning. It's a Sunday. Tomorrow's Labor Day. I'm mowing out some wood roads. I planted this backfield pretty early. It's a pretty sandy farm. Walk down in here and grab a couple ears, see what it looks like. Because other than right along the edge of the woods, about 6-8 rows in, it's a little green. Of course, it's always like that, but everything else out here is pretty brown. I'm gonna grab a couple ears, take them up to the tester, and see what it does. Oh, so good. This is the low ground. Goes up to a sand hill over there, and big sand hill in the middle, but I planted it early and we did get quite a bit of rain, so short season corn, I'm thinking that it's going to be close to ready. When you get around the back where the sand is, I mean, it's just brown as can be, and ears are hanging, so I grabbed 2 ears that were sitting up so I can tell what the real moisture is just on these edges. This is the best this field has ever looked. We got it planted at the right time. For a sandy field, that's the best year we've ever had back here. Best year ever. So I'll take them up to the tester and see what it is. I wanted to do the green ones because I know it's dry everywhere else, but that'll give me an idea about them. So I planted the stuff up front like a week later, and it's already starting to turn brown. But I left enough room on the drive to get back here so we can cut this earlier. So I'm gonna go mow a couple more roads out, and then I will take them to the tester and see what it is. I know the other parts of the field, most 3/4 of the field sandy, but the corn actually looks it's crazy how good it looks. And I think that just attributes to getting in here early, planting it, getting all of them early rains and keeping it going. And so I know they're dry just by looking at them. They're hanging brown as can be. The stalks, these right here, had a little bit of green. I don't know if you can see, the leaves just have a fraction of green on. Of course, we're right by the woods, and that's how it normally is around the edge of the woods. So that'll give me see what that moisture is, mix it all in. But maybe by Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll come back here and cut this. It'll be exciting, get that combine moving once again. Good morning. It is Tuesday, and it's been was going to cut corn, but got another hopper hooked up, and an airbag was leaking on the back of the Peterbilt, so couldn't find any anywhere local. So they ran up to Peterbilt and got one. The other people said theirs wouldn't be in till like Friday if they ordered it or something. So I needed it before then. Here's what it looked like, the old one. So I'm replacing that. And then it had the little valve where you drain the water on the tanks. One of them was leaking under there. So I'm getting these leaks fixed so we can start throwing some corn on her. Probably cut tomorrow, probably won't cut today. Just getting started so late. But tomorrow is probably a go. So you will be seeing corn cut tomorrow, hopefully. All new. So these two right here are ready to go. My brother has 2 more loads of straw, and then once he gets done, he's going to unhook and hook up to the other hopper. So looks like they cover cropping today. It's going to take off. Come on. There he goes. He's heavy. All right, good morning. The goal is today I'm going to finish opening up that field. The end rows were longer season corn because it's what I had left in the tank. The planter, when I planted the 15 acres over there on some test corn. So I know the end rows are going to be a little bit higher moisture, but I think the corn behind it is a lot shorter day. Normally I wouldn't do that, but I wasn't going to empty the planter out to do it. Today was just this side of the end rows, and I think I swiped down that way. But the rest of the field looks pretty daggone dry, and that's actually a real sandy field, the middle of it. So hoping it's drier there. But I'm going to get that opened up, get it airing out, and then I got the other hopper on another farm that I planted with shorter season corn. It looks really done. So there is a little bit of green up against the edge of the woods. It seems like it never dries down. But that should be the wettest. I just checked it, it was 22, so I'm thinking the inside of the field's got to be 18 or 19 because that's a real sandy field. If I can get 150 off of that field average, then we won that field. Between the geese damage, there's a big pond back there. The geese damage, the deer damage, and just it being a sandy field, it never grows good anything really, but it's part of the farm, so we do it. You get something off of it, you just don't get what you do on the whole other part of the farm. But if we can get average of 150 on that farm, then that's a win, I feel, on that. I mean, I hope it does better, but it looks good. But like I said, just towards the back of the woods and on the edge, there's some deer damage, and we did have that disease in the deer last year, and we haven't had that much deer that you think about, but our hunters put the cameras up on some farms and around here where we had a lot of kill last year from that disease, that blue tongue disease, and you would be surprised how they put the app on my phone so I could see what's here, and you would be surprised the amount of deer that are actually here. It's like they rebounded, like they just knew they had to rebound. It was crazy. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna get the combine out and go over it and then start rolling. Getting unloaded at Tyson. All right, so we are back to cutting today. Corn is 24.5, 263 bushels right here. Good. 25%. 301. Not too shabby right now. Got a couple more here that I want to stalks I missed. Can't have that. Can't have that. I think I got it. Header is doing super good. Got it rebuilt. I got her on the slow speed. I do have 3 speeds on here. I can speed it up with the push of a button, but I got her on number 1 right now. Normally, if you're rolling 5, 6, 7 miles an hour, I keep her on 2. If the corn's super dry, I don't go over 2. If the corn's wet, you want to go fast, you can keep rolling 3, but it pulls it in so quick it damages, I feel. So got a lot of butt chilling, so right now I'm just keeping it on 1. Corn 361 bushels, 25%. So it's still doing pretty good. Cut a load of this, open it up, run it in and store it, dry it and store it. Just get the field open. So corn's still a little bit too wet, but it's doing pretty good still. Some spots are 21, some spots are 25. Field average is when we get down here. Field average is 295 so far. Got her opened up, so we'll let her air out a little bit. We'll move to a field way over there. There's the airplane spraying. Put cover crop down. Alright, so I just got over to the other farm over here. There's a big pond over here, so it's still doing pretty good, pretty good. The other corn was Augusta and Pioneer 115 day. This is the 108 day Sea Consultant corn. So, and I plan on both in the same day. It's just a shorter variety, but like I said, this is a really bad sandy field, but it's still doing, I think it's doing pretty damn good back here. I mean, if you're a farmer and you have the field, you know what the field normally does, and this is doing pretty damn good for this field. As you can see, there's a big sand hill right here, and then it drops over, so get these ends off, see what the rest of it does. I'm gonna get ready to pick up. This is their neighbors coming up on. Getting this side open, that's the neighbor's corn. So this is our corn, and it's still doing pretty good. You can see I'm going up a sand hill now, and the field goes down. See a couple bad spots, but I tell you, for the year, for this field right here to be doing what it is, it's doing really well, considering, you know, this field always has deer damage. It's, like I said, it's sandy, so it's doing good. You can see I went over a sand hill and it dropped down. Now it's going back up. So this is the right brand of corn. I don't expect 300 bushels out of this field back here. I don't even expect 200 bushels, but it's actually running better than I thought, because like I said, we had a lot of rain this year, and I planted it early and it caught a lot of the rains. So that just proves, well, it proves to me, maybe other farmers don't like it. You get your corn in early and get all them early rains, your yield can increase big time. And then it goes down. Once I get back here close to the woods where the deer are and the foxes and the turkeys and the geese ate up by the pond, so but you can see it goes back up. You'll hit a bad deer spot, and it'll go back up again. So I'm looking for this field to hopefully 150, but we'll pick up on the end and see what it's actually doing down here to give us a real good idea. All right, let's see what she's doing. She He is doing 191 right now. So 191 with this field, very happy this year. Very happy. I expected hopefully 150. Normally it does 100. 110. That's about the most corn on a normal year we can get out. If we get rain though, as you can see, hold on, let me put you down for a second. Alright, I had to get back in my room. As you can see, on a year that we actually get rain and get it in early, normally we plant it a little bit later. And that's the boss's call. I hate planting corn late. I feel like the corn that we planted on the front of this farm, even though it looks good, I should have planted it at the same time. I planted this farm 3 different days, and it was a week apart each one. And I feel like I should have planted the whole farm. When I planted this field, I should have planted the whole entire farm at one time and been done with it. And I think, not to say that our yield out front on the good ground ain't gonna do good, but I just feel like it could have done better than what it's gonna do because I got it in later. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. Other people do what they want, but I planted this early and I can tell a 50 to 100 bushel swing on it by getting it in early. So, just how it is. It's everybody's prerogative. That's what I do. And next year, as long as the weather cooperates, when the planter gets rolling, it ain't stopping. So I ain't taking a break. I want to get the stuff in. It does a lot better, in my opinion. So, anyway. Better. That's what I got you hanging on. So this corn back here is very, very surprising. Very surprising. It's doing very well. For this field, very happy. See that big sand ridge that we're going up. So we got the rain, good time. Planting, good time. I know you keep hearing me say that, but I'm happy. So if this field does this good, hopefully the rest of the farm will do way better. But, you know, like I said, this is all planted at different times, so that'll give me a good idea of when to plant, when not to plant. We're getting ready to crest the sand hill, and you might see a yield difference, but I'm happy. Happy. You see we're getting ready to crest it and go down. So if I can get that on a sand hill, then I am tickled pink. That means I did a good job this year. You can see the yield drop a little bit. See how the corn gets drier and the yield goes down. Then it'll start to pick it back up. Sand hills will kill you. That's where they're going to go goose hunting. Boys are happy I'm getting this corn off this backfield for this early goose season. These geese will be landing all in here. But pretty happy with the overall job on this field right here. Like I said, it's a sandy field. I knew it was going to do better than it normally does, but I didn't think it was going to do this good. So that makes me very happy. So I'm going to end the video here, and you'll see the rest of it on the next video. So like, subscribe, share, and thanks for watching.